Game number 3. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 gameplay cast with me, Thendis32. This is your spoiler warning. If you haven't seen game number 1 or game number 2, get out. It's your last chance. Alright? This series tied up 1-1 between these two great players. This is once again a best of 3 from a Zotac Cup in 2013. Cechi recently announcing that he is retiring from Warcraft 3, so I went a-searching, and I found me a best of 3 that I may cast in my honor of saying goodbye to Cechi. For those of you that don't know, Cechi, I had an interview with him a little bit ago. He did say he was thinking about retiring, and he's now finally doing it. And what better way of me saying goodbye than casting? So let us introduce our players, spawning as the Red Undead, all the way from China. It is WFZ. And his opponent, spawning as the Yellow Undead, it is Cechi. Undead Mirror here on Amazonia. And by the looks of things, Cechi is once again, doing the Ted Fiend build. So he's gonna get that earlier Death Knight, gonna get that earlier tech. I've been saying it this whole series. And WFC once again doing the... Ooh. Wait. I messed up. Both players are doing the normal Fiend build. Ha! I guess this really isn't much of a Ted Fiend build map. My bad. Even I make mistakes. So both players deciding to do the normal Fiend build. They're both going to get that delayed Death Knight. They're both going to get that delayed tech. But they're both going to have quite a bit of Fiends to work with early on. Whether they use that for aggression or creeping. So we do see Death Knight first coming in for both players. And the Crypt Fiends coming in from both players. So yeah, identical builds. Not really much to me to cast about. I know on this map, undead players like to creep out this spot early on, the Goblin Laboratories, as it could drop a pretty sweet item to start. And for those of you not familiar with me, I'm an undead player, so yeah, I have quite a bit of information about undead. Ooh, WC missing that Fiend as he is going to try to pull back these creeps. Cechi has gone Ted Fiends this whole series, so maybe WFZ going with the safer creep just to be safe, as it is tied 1-1, and the winner of this game wins the series. Alright, but WFC playing it really not WFC, Cechi playing it really aggressive, going straight for that Goblin Laboratory, and he will get away with it. And it actually should... If he does this creep camp right after, he should be able to get a quick level 2 out of his Death Knight. WC continuing to creep his green spots. It looks like he's doing a little bit of a different creep route than Cechi. Couple scouting skeletons coming in for WFC. He's gonna see what build was used. Wow, and that skeleton actually gave level 2 to Cechi's Death Knight. Not the greatest thing in the world. He would have gotten it anyway, but... You never want to give your own opponent a level. Both players creeping away. And both players with pretty close text to each other. So far this is a true mirror matchup. As WFC now getting level 2 on his Death Knight. Alright, WC maybe going to try a little bit of aggression. Cechi is getting a defensive Frost Tower, and it will be finishing up soon. And Cechi cannot lose any of his Acolytes here, as you cannot rebuild him while you're teching. It's a little bit of a flaw with the Undead. And it can be exploited quite well, and it's made big players such as like Ted. Even... Crap. Ted, FOV, Happy, great undead players have all lost
a player's forces are under attack
because of Acolytes. Even I've lost with Acolytes, and I've lost a lot of games because of that. Anyway, both players continue to creep. Cechi did manage to keep all of his Acolytes alive. Good job for him. Alright, Skeletal Warriors coming in. WFZ needs to be careful. He does have quite a bit of weak fiends and his Death Knight as well, and he doesn't have too many coils in his arsenal. That's what happens when you creep without your Skeletal Rod. Definitely want that Skeletal Rod for creeping. This saves you a lot of tanking. Cechi's Death Knight very close to level 3. Definitely going to want level 3 for that level 2 coil. I'm not sure if the tower killed that. If a tower did kill these creeps, no experience would be given to WFZ. But Cechi going in with a creep jack. WFZ's Death Knight taking loads of damage. Coil snipe by the creep from Cechi. Maybe not. I think he would have gotten level 3 if he did. Fendus is just losing his mind. We do see a Lich as second hero choice for WFZ as he quickly texted tier 3. He might have to cancel it. He is keeping that Acolyte alive. Cechi getting level 3, did snipe the creep, 2 claws of attack. Those are very nice for the Lich that Cechi should be getting, yes. Lich is second hero choice for Cechi, and he teched to tier 3 as well. So both players playing it pretty identical. But Cechi being very aggressive, whereas WC is playing it a little more defensive. And cause of attack. Not cause of attack. Gauntlet of Strength for the Death Knight. The Lich of WFC is out. And we do see a Slaughterhouse on the way for both players. WFC's Slaughterhouse was a little bit quicker, so he'll be able to get the Obscene statues out before Cechi does. He's gonna get that healing, gonna get that mana regen. Obscene statues are very nice units. Very nice. And they can turn into destroyers at tier 3, which are also very nice units.
A town is under siege.
Both players running around the Lich of Cechi. Ooh. WC wasn't paying attention. That could have gone bad.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's currently 36 supply versus 36. Man, it doesn't get more mirrored than this. Yeesh. Alright, WFC is by Cechi's base. Maybe you want to do a bit of aggression. Maybe not. His Death Knight is low, and Cechi now has Nova in his arsenal. Sadly, Death Knights cannot coil themselves, so they can't rely on that like you do with your Fiends or your other heroes.
A player's forces are under attack.
WFC's Death Knight getting level 3. I believe he killed an Acolyte, actually. Yeah, quite a bit of skeletons going in. I missed that. Cechi is almost at tier 3 though, so he will be able to remake those Acolytes soon. Alright, Lich picking up an Invuln pot and 2 Wands of Illusion. WFC did not sell them, so I wonder if he's going to use them later on, but the Frost Nova onto the Fiend. WFC's Death Knight missing the coil! Trying to time that coil just right, didn't do it. Frost Nova going down on WFC's Death Knight. Alright, WC backing off a little bit. He is at tier 3 now, so he is going to be able to get that Orb of Corruption for his Lich. And we do see a Dark Ranger is the third hero choice for WFC. Death Knight picking up Orb of Corruption, going to trade it off to the Lich more than likely. Same thing for Cechi. And I have yet to see Cechi use Destroyers at all this series. I don't even know if he upgrades it. I don't even think he does. It's kind of strange if you think about it, but I don't know. I don't know, but I think Juan and Zhao Shishi are having a bit of a balance fight from 2 years ago, so I've been kind of paying attention more to that than I should. We do see a Dark Ranger as the third hero choice for Cechi as well. Alright. Creeping out this camp, but WFZ on the prowl here. Might go in for the creep check. C is going in. I need to stop reading this chat, but the Death Knight of... Oh, forget the Death Knight. The Lich of Cechi almost going down. Alright, Wands of Illusion coming in from WFZ. But I think Cechi was paying attention to know which ones are the fake fiends. Oh, nice kill. Alright, Silence also going down by both the Dark Rangers. WFZ using an invuln potion on his Lich. Nova's going down from both sides here. Alright, WFZ will be TPing out. Can Cechi get another fiend? He does! 45 supply for Cechi versus 42 at WFZ. Level 3 Death Knight, level 2 Lich, level 1 Dark Ranger versus level 3 Death Knight, level 2 Lich, and a level 1 Dark Ranger. So, yeah. We even have the same freaking hero levels. Aha! Alright, the Wands of Illusion Fiends just scouting about. Maybe they weren't hotkeyed, I don't know. What are the upgrades looking like? 0-0 versus 0-0. So no upgrades by either players yet.
Forces are under attack.
As WFZ is creeping out the mercenary camp. Cechi picking up an invuln pot for his Death Knight. Oh, and now Cechi going in for the voice crack. Anyway, the Dark Ranger WFZ taking a lot of damage. Coil will go down on her as she lands a Silence. Alright, Coil used yet again on that Dark Ranger. That's 2 coils gone down the drain for this big fight. Nova's going down in Fiends. Cechi did manage to save it with the Coil though. And Cechi landing a pretty nice Silence on all of WFZ's heroes. Oh, another Silence going down. I don't think that really hit much, but the Lich of Cechi does fall. The Death Knight was silenced, wasn't able to coil. Oh, but the Lich being resurrected at the Neutral Hero Tavern. That's quite a bit of an investment. Cechi trying to get the surround on the Death Knight WFZ. Does not manage to get it, though. So that Lich snipe off was pretty nice. There's quite a bit of gold gone down the drain for Cechi, as it is 48 supply for him versus 45 WFZ. Neither player's broken any upkeep. Ooh, Juan with the trash talk. We'll find out as Moon is in the WCA Grand Final. He was invited, but enough about that. Coil on the Abomination as WFZ creep jacking. Alright, Silence going down by Cechi. Dark Ritual in the Abomination. Level 3 in the Lich. She does have level 2 Nova now. Oh, but the Nova on the Fiend goes down. I can't tell who's winning this fight. It looks close here. Wand of Mana Stealing being used by Cechi's Death Knight. Another one of WFC's Fiends fall. Oh, and a Fiend of Cechi. A little bit of a bad position. Why did I say Cechi? I completely screwed up. WFC's red. His Death Knight's also taking damage. Ooh, Cechi's Lich a little bit low on mana. 48 supply versus 44. Things are quite intense here. I still don't think that Cechi ever upgraded destroyers. I haven't seen him use destroyers at all this best of 3.
The player's forces are under attack.
Alright, WFC going to creep, but once again, Cechi going in for the creep check. I love that catchphrase. Alright, the Lich of WFC taking loads of damage. We'll use an invuln pot, but the Death Knight goes down. No coils in WFC's army, and the Lich goes down as well, and this is such a nice pick off for Cechi. And what a way for Cechi to get the lead on this game. I got a little excited. Cechi WFC resurrecting the Death Knight the old-fashioned way. It's gonna take quite a bit of time. He's gonna get the Lich at the Neutral Hero Tavern.
A player's forces are under attack.
Skeleton minion going in the scouts. Not really gonna see much. The main gold mines still have a decent chunk of gold in them, although players will have to think about expanding eventually if they want to keep this game going. And Cechi feeling confident enough to creep out the red camp, which he should. And let's see what super duper item that granite golem will drop. And the super duper item was Hood of the Cunning. Not the greatest item, but it can be switched to the Lich for a little more damage. Maybe switch that Rod of Necromancy or something. Alright, Cechi going in for the attack here. 56 supply versus 48. The Death Knight will be out soon, but Cechi hitting very nice. No coils in WFC's army right now. Alright, WFC is attacking on home turf though. Even undead players don't like attacking in undead bases. No one likes attacking in undead bases. Level 4 on the Lich of Cechi. The Death Knight is out for WFC. Coil going down on the Lich. He has no more mana. Maybe he wants to buy a mana pot. Alright, does buy a mana pot and we'll use it. Cechi deciding to back off here. Doesn't want to fight by all those towers. Cechi with quite a bit of an army force. WFC chasing it down. I'm not sure if this is the wisest decision, especially outside his base, as I believe Cechi has the bigger army here. Oh, but the silence on the Death Knight. But the Fiend will live with 2 health left. Nova onto the Death Knight of WFC. He's getting chased down, but he does get away in time. Oh, but the Lich getting caught. Oh, man. And GG's called. Cechi wins this best of 3. What a very nice series. Cechi, I say my goodbye to you. Whatever you have planned for your future, I hope you're successful with, and I want to thank you for the countless Warcraft 3 games you have played. If you guys like this cast, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Watch me play Warcraft 3 at Thendis32 at twitch.tv/Thendis32, and I'll catch you guys later.